Have you ever noticed how huge Alex Eala's tennis bag is? At first glance, it looks less like a tennis bag and more like a locker room with shoulder straps. But here's the strange part. Professional players have coaches, stringers, and support teams around them. So why are we still seeing Alex carry this enormous bag herself? And what could possibly be inside it? Let's start with the obvious question. What's actually inside? A professional tennis bag can be much more than a place to store a racket. Players can carry multiple frames, spare strings, clothes, shoes, water, and energy drinks, along with personal items. And Alex has one especially interesting item she has talked about herself. A trusty notebook containing notes from conversations with her coach about game plans and mentality. And the more we look inside, the less this feels like a normal sports bag, and the more it starts to tell us about Alex herself. But the rackets are where it gets interesting. A tennis player only needs one racket to play, and a second one as a backup. But why carry several, especially when that huge bag can hold multiple rackets? Alex's Babolat bag is designed to hold up to 12 rackets, but that doesn't mean she brings 12 into every match, so why carry so many? Because at the professional level, a backup isn't really a backup, it's insurance. If something happens to the racket you're using, you don't want that problem to become a bigger problem. You want another one ready to go. But that raises an even stranger question. If those rackets are all supposed to do the same job, why can two nearly identical rackets feel completely different? The answer is surprisingly technical. Two rackets can look almost identical. Same frame, same model, even the same grip, and still feel different. Because the biggest difference may be something you can barely see: the strings. They affect how a racket feels and plays, and over time they can lose tension or break. That's why professional tournaments have dedicated stringing support. A racket can look almost identical from the outside while feeling noticeably different in a player's hands, and when the strings finally give up, the backup racket suddenly becomes very important. But there's another bag, a smaller duffel that carries a very different kind of gear. Instead of rackets and other major equipment, this is where the little things that help a player stay fueled, comfortable, and ready. Electrolytes, energy gels, protein bars, and even bananas can be there for quick fuel. There can be resistance bands and recovery tools for keeping the body ready. Then there are the everyday court essentials: wristbands, headbands, towels, sunscreen, and other personal care items. And then there are the electronics: a mobile phone, headphones, chargers, and a smartwatch. So while the huge tennis bag holds the equipment needed to play, the smaller duffel handles everything that helps a player stay ready around the match. Because at this level, being prepared isn't enough. It's about being equipped before going into battle. During a changeover, we've seen Alex eat a banana. But why a banana? Because a banana provides carbohydrates, one of the body's important sources of energy. It also contains natural sugars, potassium, vitamin B6, fiber, and water. For a tennis player, carbohydrates are one of the keys to refueling the body. As a match continues, the body keeps using energy, and carbohydrates provide fuel for the brain, muscles, and other organs. And a banana has another advantage. It's portable, simple, and relatively easy to eat during a short break. So that ordinary-looking fruit isn't just a snack, it's fuel. And remember, one banana a day keeps the doctor away.
Quack!
So why does Alex carry this huge bag herself? Why no helper? Because in tennis, carrying your own bag is simply part of the game. Unlike golf, another individual sport, where a caddy carries the player's bag, professional tennis has no equivalent caddy role. And there's a practical reason for that. Players want their equipment with them, organised their way, and they know exactly where everything is. It also becomes part of the player's routine, and for some, even part of their superstition. But most importantly, it's tradition. For generations, tennis players have walked onto court carrying their own bags. So even with a team behind her, Alex still carries the bag herself, because in tennis, that's how it's always been done. So the next time you see Alex Eala carrying that huge bag, remember, she's not just carrying her tennis gear, she's carrying the dream of an entire nation.